And I'm sorry, you're gonna defend Jason Momoa when he's looking like that too? Really? You're gonna defend this Jason Momoa? Like, of all Jason Momoas to defend? This one? Valkyrae says she appears in the live-action Minecraft movie and thought Jason Momoa was rude to the crew. I saw him mistreat some of the crew and it was pretty disappointing. It was after a very intense scene, so maybe he was still in character. That's her being kind, okay? This is the fucking Minecraft movie. Not to say that things aren't stressful on film sets that are not, like, very emotionally taxing because of the subject material, but it's also just hilarious because it is Minecraft. I just, there's no excuse either way. There's no excuse treating the crew shitty, but it's especially, it's just, the jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves when you realize that this is on the set of fucking Minecraft, where you know for a fact that Jason Momoa did the Minecraft movie for one reason and one reason only. Who wants to name that reason? Anybody? There is only one reason that Jason Momoa did this movie, and that is because of money. That is because of money. Actors do movies like the Minecraft movie because they make a fuck ton. Because, yes, they are whores for the bags. Yeah, because Jason Momoa loves Minecraft so much. That's why he did it. So the reason I'm bringing up that point is because Jason did this movie for money. And so the fact that he, according to Valkyrae, was in such a state that he has to scream and yell at the crew is crazy. Yeah, let's watch the actual clip of her talking about it, because she's not even, her comments are of course being taken so disingenuously out, you know. The bad faith freaks online have just gone absolutely wild with this. And you know what was funny to me? Because the first people who in like my in my seeing this all unfold, who were commenting the dumbass hateful takes, were people who are in the streaming sphere, right? It's viewers of Twitch streamers, people who know who Valkyrae is because they know Twitch, because they know YouTube. It's those viewers. And then to see people outside of that space seeing those comments and going, wait, I'm so confused. This woman who was on the Minecraft movie simply said that she saw Jason Momoa behave badly. Like, what are all these crazy comments? And I just want to be like, welcome. Welcome to some of the worst people online. If you have not come across internet users like this before, then consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself absolutely blessed. But that was something that I noticed, is that people who were finding this story, not because they're in the content space whatsoever, but because they're just online, and like publications such as Discussing Film posted about it, went, wait, I'm really confused. Why are so many people mad at her? Went, oh, first time? Okay, here's the clip where she talks about it.
Streamer experience.
Oops.
You don't have to say the name.
I will say the name. Ooh. Okay.
Who's an asshole? Who's a fucking asshole?
How do I say this? So Minecraft movie. I have a cameo in the Minecraft movie. It's coming out. I would have to say Jason Momoa.
Really? Aquaman?
I just saw him like mistreat some of the crew, and it was pretty disappointing. It was after a very intense scene, and it was a very emotional scene, so maybe he was still in character. I don't know, but
Okay, God Subway. Thank you for being a perfect representation of brain-broken weirdos who simply cannot react to Valkyrae describing her experience on the set of Minecraft, which, mind you, Valkyrae is very established in the content world. She is not an established famous actress. This could potentially have blowback on her because she dared to point out what Jason Momoa, who is a very famous A-list actor, was behaving like on set. And yet you're sitting here going, I cannot stand streamers thinking they are so famous, truly famous. Wow, Valkyrae having the guts to talk up acting like she truly famous versus Jason. This is not talking about acting. Do you understand that? She has no business talking on him like that. Why? What's your argument? Why is Valkyrae not allowed to comment on what she witnessed when she was on the set of the fucking Minecraft movie? Were you there? So she's not allowed to say anything because Jason Momoa is a more famous actor? This has nothing to do with acting. She's not talking about Jason Momoa's acting. What are you talking about? She's not sitting here critiquing his acting in the fucking Minecraft movie. Treating people badly. Maybe it's him being passionate and trying to get people on board. I'm crying, dude. I don't even know how to respond to you. Honestly, your argument is treating people badly. Maybe it's him being passionate and trying to get people on board, brother. Dude. I want you to just stop for one moment, okay? And then I'm moving on. And then I'm moving on because this is so silly. I need you to hear how silly you are. Why is it that your instinct when Valkyrae is talking about an experience that she had on the set of the Minecraft movie where she watched Jason Momoa mistreat the crew, and your instinct is to defend Jason Momoa, the person who is in the biggest position of power? Do you see what you're doing here? Your instinct is to automatically provide cover for the person who is in the biggest position of power. It's not Valkyrae. It's not the crew. It's Jason Momoa. And yet you're like, I must defend him because why? Are you ready? I'll tell you. Okay, what? I'll tell you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'll tell you. Are you ready? Nobody could possibly be ready for whatever the fuck it is that you are about to pull out of what you call a brain there. But go ahead. Let's see what you got. Let's see the defense of Jason Momoa here. Okay. Probably because Jason's an actual superstar and Valk is a streamer and she has no business even in the movie. Okay, wait. This is what I'm supposed to be ready for? Is that it? Because I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm ready and waiting. I am ready. Why is Valk in the movie? I'd love to know. Okay, so now you want to sit here and make the argument that Valkyrae simply just has no right being in the Minecraft movie. Okay. Okay, so Valkyrae is a streamer who's also an actress. And she is doing more acting roles. She has been doing more acting roles over the last year. This is something that she's interested in. She has a gaming background. Do you not think that that has any relevancy to the Minecraft movie? Do you think that Valkyrae, who is a streamer as well as an actress, simply does not belong on a movie set because of the fact that she is a streamer? Like, no streamer is allowed to do anything other than stream. Then no gamer is allowed to do anything other than playing games. I have a 1-minute ad. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you enjoy those ads. I'm gonna let you enjoy those ads because I'm losing brain cells having this conversation. I hope he gets an ad for the movie. Dude, if Minecraft were to have dropped a movie right then and there, would have been chef's kiss. Like, her being an aspiring actor is even more reason for her not to speak up. That's what I said. Yes. The fact that Ray, who, yes, she is a huge streamer. She has a lot of followers. She's one of the biggest streamers in the world, but she's not a famous actor. So for her to speak up about a very famous actor's behavior has more risk, more risk than it would reward. The risk to speak up about a famous actor's behavior when you are not like a Margot Robbie or, you know, a Jennifer Aniston, like a very famous actress. And when Jason, again, is in the highest position of power. This thread is full of people with bad experience working with Jason Momoa. Yes, I did see this thread. There's also, oh, sorry, we didn't even finish the, we didn't finish the Valkyrae clip. I was kind of
surprised by how he treated like some of the crew, and it.
And also, God forbid people speak up on behalf of the crew. Because you know who especially doesn't have power to speak out? The fucking crew. Do you know how often crew members on film sets have to deal with the worst fucking shit from the talent? Because when it comes to the hierarchy of power, it goes talent like Jason Momoa, and then crew is at the bottom. That is a commonality. That is what happens in the entertainment industry. Crew members have to deal with abuse and bullshit all the time. All the time. So I am always going to support just by that fact there. I'm always going to support somebody who's speaking out on behalf of the crew, on behalf of people on a film set who do not have any fucking power and are expected to tolerate and endure abuse. Yeah, she doesn't gain from this. And you want to know, it's like, look at comments, okay? Look at the hate and harassment and abuse that she is dealing with from speaking, from giving a voice to the voiceless and saying, yeah, I saw him treating crew members in a bad way, and I didn't think that was cool. Like, she has a platform, she has a voice, and so she's saying, like, no, I didn't like that. And now is getting a shit ton of hate and harassment for it because that's what happens every time. That is what always happens. And then people be like, oh yeah, she's just making shit up for clout.
It was like,
what would he do? Like, he said, give me a fucking coffee.
He was just really mad at them that they weren't doing something right. The way it was like setting up like the shot and stuff, and like he was just angry, like really mad and like yelling. And so I was like, man, this is like not a good work environment. Like I would not be happy working under these conditions.
Damn.
So yeah, I would probably have to say that was probably like the worst like celebrity.
And you know what it is too? It's very telling that there are a lot of people who think simply, no, you are entitled if you think that you shouldn't work under those conditions. She said it. She's like, I would not want to work under those conditions. Like what I witnessed made me realize I would not want to work under those conditions. And it's a self-report if you are defending bad behavior towards crew members on a set, because that shows that you think that people should endure those conditions at their workplace.
Thing I've seen.
God, Subway, we're not interested anymore. You're honestly just I wish that I could individually give chatters ads. I wish that the more dumb comments that you made, I wish you had to watch an ad for every comment, for every stupid comment that you wanted to make. But you've gotten your 5 minutes of fame. You have nothing, literally nothing valuable to add into this conversation. And all it was doing was making my brain lose brain cells. So yeah, Jason Momoa, there's a lot of stories about him. There's also the time that he made like the rape joke at, what was it, Comic-Con? When he was talking about why he likes sci-fi fantasy genre, like talking, joking about being able to rape women, and that got a lot of, he got a lot of heat for that. So it's just, let me just put it straight to y'all. Okay, let me put it straight to y'all. What is more reasonable? What seems more reasonable? What seems more like it would be the truth? That Valkyrae is lying about her experience on set, or that, whatever it is that makes her the best in the situation, or that somebody with a lot of power in an industry that enables those in power and allows them to behave like assholes and be abusive, that somebody like that would be doing just that. That a famous actor, top of the call sheet, getting paid millions to do the movie, that person would be a dick to the people who are in the powerless position. Is that really so surprising? I think has someone called that chatter someone who doesn't even hate Ray, they just ride for massaging that hard. Yeah, that's a lot of the responses to Ray, where Ray is simply she's the vector with which a lot of brain dead monkeys are being misogynist by saying that that she's lazy because she's a streamer. What does she know about hard work? What is she even doing there? Like, boo-hoo, that type of bullshit. And then also demonstrating that they will always support those in power over those not in power. They have no class solidarity. It's if you're gonna, when it comes to, and I'm not saying this is Jason, but the billionaire capitalist versus the the worker, those people will always support the billionaire just by the fact of them being the person with the capital, with the power. Momoa is a tool and Val's a leech. Okay, first of all, use her whole fucking name. Okay? You don't get to nickname her. You don't get to fucking nickname her. Use her whole fucking name. Second of all, it seems that you are repeating something that you probably saw the worst person online tweet. And you have no idea what it actually means. Oh, you don't know who she is. Okay, great. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a perfect example of you are a person who does not know anything about Valkyrae. And yet, because Valkyrae, mayhaps her being a woman, your ding dong brain is going, oh, Valkyrae, leech. That she's bad. Oh, it's your personal opinion about influencers. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. So nothing to do with her being a woman. Okay, great. Then I take back everything and you're correct. Simply just Valkyrae being an influencer means she is a leech and therefore is bad and wrong. Bad and wrong. I've been a fan of actors and directors before. My opinion changed 100% on them when their true nature has been exposed. Joss Sweden, for example, none of these people deserve your loyalty. Hell, I don't know how to get people to stop licking the crust off the boots of people who are so far out of their stratosphere. Like, invite me to VC. No. Katie, will you unban and just time them out? Time them out for a week. Time them out for a week. because honestly, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay, come back in 1 week. Come back in 1 week and I will debate you in I will have you on as guest star. Enjoy your next morning Starbucks. Thank you. Thank you, God Subway, for the money for my next morning Starbucks. Starbucks is trash coffee. Just like whatever the hell it was that you were spewing in chat. But come back in a week and I will debate you on Valkyrae. You'll get front and center guest star. Ahem. Yeah, I saw this YouTuber who said shit. It's so funny. Like this her comment is, first of all, it's a minute long. And second of all,
Okay, next question.
Second of all, she was just like, yeah, he was really acting pissed off at the crew. Maybe it was a stressful scene, but it just seemed like I wouldn't want to work under those conditions. And holy shit. It's like she, I don't know. You know what? Lock her up for life. Death penalty. Death penalty for those comments is what the response seems to be. She sits in chair all day saying, W chat, thanks for the sub. She has no idea what working in a stressful environment even is. Fuck these people, man. This is a YouTuber, by the way. Well, you probably don't know that because not a very successful YouTuber, and maybe that's why he's so angry about Valkyrae's success. She wouldn't last a day in a world where she had to undergo tough challenges and stressful situations on a regular basis. Makes my blood boil. Sorry. I'm sorry. But it is so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny that this guy is a YouTuber. Like, I'm sorry you're not as successful as Ray, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Why are you so personally mad? Genuinely, this is the question that people really need to internalize. They gotta ask themselves, why are you so personally mad? And I think I know the answer. I think, especially for this guy, you are really jealous. Like, I think Valkyrae's success is what is driving a tweet like this, where you feel so personally offended by something that you should not be feeling personally offended over. It's because it's Jason Momoa's burner account. He's like, who's this bitch? God damn, man. God, I'm sorry. And again, I just can't stop laughing at this photo of Jason Momoa. We ride at dawn for Jason Momoa in a wig and a pink jacket. He looks so fucking stupid. Oh, God. The movie looks dumb. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it does. It does. But obviously that's not the point of... It's not the point of this. Oh, I was going to play the clip here for you guys. Hold on. Let me turn my air down.
But as far as sci-fi and fantasy, I love that genre. It's just that there's so many things you can do, like rip someone's tongue out of their throat and get away with it and rape beautiful women.
So this is obviously about Game of Thrones. Yeah, this was 2011. This is when he was on season 1 of Game of Thrones, and you know, it's a joke about on the same level as Elon Musk's joke of why has no one assassinated Biden or Harris. Look at the actors' reactions. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Next question.
Ha ha ha. The craziest part is it's not the only time he said something like that. You know what it is though? It doesn't matter if it's Jason Momoa or if it was someone else, because Valkyrae dared to be like, yo, this really big star, this person who people will flock to their defense whether or not they're a fan of them. This person treated other people badly in my experience, to what I witnessed. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It is pathetic ass loser behavior to be a person who you aren't even a fan of Jason Momoa, which doesn't make it right even if you are a fan of Jason Momoa, but you feel this strong need to defend Jason Momoa because wow, he really needs defending. Wow, this is a powerless person who needs random internet warriors to ride for them. The problem here is we normalize such bullshit in work environments to the point where it's normalized and justified. And so it's crazy to think that people just put up with it because they think it's normal. Yeah, I mean, I experienced this so much when covering the writer and actor strikes. We were talking, like, the writer and actor strikes were labor strikes like any other labor strike, like Boeing. Boeing workers are on strike right now. It is about labor protections. It is about fair wages. It is about making sure that you, the worker, the laborer, the one who produces the work that generates profit, is being fairly compensated and protected. And yet, so many people who their take on the strikes was that actors and writers were being babies, that, you know, the poor studios, that they were rushing to the defense of major studios in Hollywood simply because they don't want to see workers stand up for themselves. People who they are in the same class as, they cannot stand to see them advocating for what they deserve. And it happens every single time. But especially in the entertainment industry, there is this mindset of, you know how lucky you are to work in the entertainment industry? You don't deserve anything. Except, and ironically, coming after workers, you believe that studios, that people, that those in the highest positions of power, the capital owners, that they deserve everything. That's what you're doing when you're arguing against workers' rights, when you're arguing against laborers, advocating for fair pay, for workplace protections. You are saying that you don't deserve anything, but the capital owners deserve everything. Peasant brain. I think it's fucked up. You're normalizing advocating for yourself. Yeah, it is fucked up. What happened to the vid yesterday? It's posted as a highlight. He was grumpy about being in an ugly wig on the set of a shitty movie because nobody will give him roles. You know, honestly, I understand. I get his source of anger. If I had to be put in a wig like this, I too would explode. I would yell at orphans. I would scream at elementary school children. I would be the most abusive piece of shit if I had to look like this. Is that how you imagine yourself looking with bangs? Yes, that's why I won't do it. That's why I will not get the bangs. This is how things go, right? This is how things go, is that there is inevitably going to be major backlash. There's going to be the most brain dead takes online when somebody dares to say about another person, especially when that person is significantly in a higher position of power than them. This person treated people shitty. This person in a position of power treated people not in the position of power in a very ugly way. She also wasn't doing an interview with Variety. She was doing a Scoffed Hot Ones stream with a 20-year-old Twitch streamer. I know. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the first time in history that's happened. It's the first time in history that somebody in a position of power has utilized the privilege that comes in that position of power to be abusive towards the people in the powerless positions. It's crazy because I think this is dumb. Like, this is relatively a nothing burger. Okay, an actor was acting like an asshole. She gave her opinion. Move on. What's the big story here? I mean, that's the thing, is like, it's not a big story. I mean, okay, let me be clear. Jason Momoa acting like a dick to crew members, not surprising, but not okay, right? Like, I do believe that behavior should always be called out. Always. But as far as this being something that should never have been, that doesn't merit any debate, that like is a nothing burger in the sense that nothing Valkyrae did here was wrong. It's turned into this enormous thing because so many people online have the inability to react to something like this without going fucking scorched earth towards the person who they perceive in their minds to be bad, to be evil, simply because they have a hate boner for that person and there's no legitimate reasons as to why. Get a job, leave her alone. Get a job, leave her alone. Yeah. But it's like, if Pokimane says anything, comments underneath, it's the same thing. It's, you know, it's whatever Pokimane were to say. Literally whatever Pokimane were to say. There will be so many comments underneath any post, any fucking Dixirdo post, of just hatred towards Pokimane. And so with the Valkyrae, and you know what it is too, and it's why I know a lot of the initial and probably most of the hate comments are people who know who Valkyrae is. And so because they already hate successful streamers, they hate successful female streamers like Valkyrae, Jason Momoa to them is like some nobody who they have to ride defense for. It's Valkyrae versus Jason Momoa, and they perceive Valkyrae, they're like, oh, wealthy streamer, you know, person who has power, blah, 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 blah. I need to defend Jason Momoa. What? And I always think an interesting experiment would be, what if an XQC said these comments? What if XQC had worked on Minecraft, was like, yeah, dude, Jason Momoa was kind of a dick. Yeah, I saw Jason Momoa, dude. He was screaming at the crew members, dude. I don't even know why, dude. And I was like, this guy's kind of a dick. Do you think that it would be what we are saying now? Or would it be a lot of WXQC? Yeah, that was an impression of Myth doing an impression of XQC. Very interesting opinion. Have you considered that someday I will be Jason Momoa? I haven't considered that. Anyway, and here, last thing I'll say too, and then we will get back to the Emmys. Every time there's a situation like this and I'm calling out very obvious misogyny, there's always a response to it of like, ugh, of course you jumped to the misogyny. And for those people who believe that misogyny never plays a part of these atrocious online conversations, please read the comments. Read the fucking comments. And then also look inward at your own perception of the situation and see what your instincts are here. Your instincts to be mad at Valkyrae. And I'm sure like that other chatter, you'll be like, no, it's just because she's a big streamer. Okay, but Jason Momoa is a big actor. Jason Momoa is by far and away more famous than Valkyrae is. You have a big streamer, and you yourself are someone who will probably say streamers aren't celebrities. I'm sure the same person who's like, well, Valkyrie's a big streamer, are the same people who will say streamers aren't celebrities. Okay, so why is it then that in this situation, your instinct is to go and is to be against the female streamer and not think for a moment that the big male actor might be a fucking asshole? And the thing is, too, is that it's always, there's people who are very clearly, like, you'll see their comments and they're very clearly misogynist. Very clearly like, shut up, woman. Stupid bitch. Dumb woman. Like, that's clear, right? But then there's others who will pretend that they have no misogyny angle whatsoever. It's just that they have to defend Jason Momoa because they have to. Because clearly he's the good guy in this situation. And one thing I always notice, and I saw these comments about Valkyrae, comments that have to do with OnlyFans, because that is one way that men online constantly want to reduce successful women. They constantly want to take away their success by saying, drop the OnlyFans, by saying like just anything related to OnlyFans, when clearly those creators are not OnlyFans creators, right? But it is still a way to, in their minds, to denigrate them. It's also the image that Jason Momoa is a good guy. They don't want anything that breaks that illusion. The crazy thing is that Jason Momoa has never had an image, in my opinion, of being a good guy. Unlike a George Clooney, right? Like, if this was a George Clooney and people are like, well, hold on a second. Wait, liberal George Clooney? George Clooney who's involved in human rights, who has a human rights, like, nonprofit? He's an asshole? That makes more sense. When people are like, hold on, this doesn't work with my worldview on this person. Like the Dave Grohl stuff. Dave Grohl, the wife guy Dave Grohl, nice guy Dave Grohl. Jason Momoa has never been that guy. So it's not about that. Which is why it's even fucking funnier and more insane. More insane to be like, no, this does not line up with the public persona that Jason Momoa has spent years cultivating. That's my perception of Jason Momoa, though. Like, I gotta be honest, I don't really think people think about Jason Momoa that much. And maybe I'm just in the camp of I don't really think about Jason Momoa that much, and it's because I'm not a Marvel person. So I have never seen Fishman. I mean, I've seen okay, that's DC. Whatever. You know by now. You know by now. I guess the middle, I guess the whole like, oh my God, Jason Momoa is this man is hot and big, and when he was with Lisa Bonet type of thing. But I don't know. I don't really think about him as an actor very much.